Welcome to another edition of the JV Sports Show. James Poovey alongside my co-host Vince DeLisio. Vince, it was another exciting week of Arizona high school football action.
James, it was. It was an exciting week with a lot of exciting games, a lot of exciting action, including the game that we just covered a couple of nights ago out at Casa Grande High School between the Cougars of Casa Grande and the visitors, the Lake Havasu City Knights.
Let's take a look back at that game right now.
Wow, James, what a game. Another exciting game. But coming up next week, we are going to be out at Barry Goldwater High School, and we'll be covering the Bulldogs of Goldwater versus the visiting Scottsdale Desert Mountain Wolves.
I had a chance to catch up with head coach Frank Lout of the Barry Goldwater Bulldogs. We'll take a look at that now. I'm here with head coach Frank Lout of the Barry Goldwater Bulldogs. Coach Lout, how are you doing today, sir?
Doing great. Just got done with practice, so we're ready.
Outstanding. Now, you were the head coach at Alhambra for 21 years. You left, went over to France to coach at 3 different levels. Talk to us about that experience and then what brought you back over here to the States and ultimately here to Barry Goldwater.
Okay, well, I was I've taught French all my life, so I knew French, so I got recruited to go over there and coach a team and in the southeast of France, and it was a really cool experience. Got to coach 3 levels, a senior team, junior, and some younger kids too. When I was there, this job came open, so I applied, and I was lucky to get back here and get back in the high school.
Tell us about your team here and the kind of culture that you're trying to instill here with the Bulldogs.
Okay, so we're trying to build a culture of respect, kindness, community. We've got some great kids. We're not large on numbers. We've got about 1,500 in the school, so we're a smaller 5A school, and we got some great kids. And we're trying to recruit kids to come out, and it's our second year doing this, and we're on the upswing.
Outstanding. Tell us about some of the assistant coaches that you have in your program that help things go here for the Bulldogs.
Okay. So I have Rudy Mendez. He's been my defensive coordinator for a couple years over at Alhambra. He came over. Then I have Keith Hernandez that does our quarterbacks and receivers. Wilbur Rivera is a young man that I took over to France with me, and he played O-line with me at Alhambra, or for me at Alhambra. And also have Charles Adams, who played for me at Alhambra back in the 90s. So I got a few Alhambra guys here with us.
That's very great. Well, thank you, Coach, for your time. Good luck this season. We look forward to your game this coming Thursday against the Desert Mountain Wolves. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. Longtime head coach at Alhambra, Coach Frank Lout, ready to rebuild that program over there at Barry Goldwater, Vince.
He is, certainly. And when we come back from the break, you actually ran into one of those guys that wear stripes.
I did indeed. I got a chance to catch up with AIA official Zach Erdman. We'll visit with him when we come back here on the JV Sports Show. Stay tuned.
Go JV.
Set in the backdrop of the majestic Black Mountain and iconic carefree sundial is historic Spanish Village, one of the most picturesque and historic landmarks in Arizona, featuring beautiful artistry, amazing restaurants, and the friendliest people. Home of the world-famous Keeler Steakhouse, Pizza Cotta, the Black Mountain Coffee Shop, as well as studios featuring local and world-renowned artistry. Just 1 mile north of the boulders on Scottsdale Road to Tom Darlington, in the heart of downtown carefree, historic Spanish Village.
Anna and Keith started Stessa Movement Company 2 years ago with their customers' clothing styles in mind. They designed for you. Their goal is to clothe the world. It's high-end clothing at affordable prices. Check out and follow this cool streetwear clothing company on Twitter at Stessa Movement and Instagram at Stessa Co. I wear Stessa gear in our broadcasts. It looks and feels great. Sponsoring the Stessa JV Sports Show Player of the Week Award and proud partners of the JV Sports Show. Stessa Movement Company. Stessa spelled S-T-E-S-A for style. Welcome back to the JV Sports Show. And you know, James, it's a crazy time. It's been a crazy offseason, crazy now into the season with everything going on out there, the environment with players, with families, with coaches, and officials. And you caught up with one of those guys out at Goldwater the other night.
I did. I caught up with longtime AIA official Zach Erdman, and here's what he had to say. I'm here with AIA official Zach Erdman. Zach, good to see you again. Tell us about the startup of football here in this unprecedented 2020 season. The COVID-19 virus is still all around us, but everybody's masked up. How are you guys staying safe as officials?
Yeah, I mean, good to see you guys too. I guess we're probably in the same boat as everyone else, just trying to do what we can to help this thing not spread. We're going to mask up what we can and keep physical distance. And I mean, I think it's important to stay healthy on the field as well as it is off. So we're people just like coaches are, just like players are, just like the fans are. So I mean, I think we're all in this thing together and just do what we can one day at a time.
How have you guys made special preparations? Maybe you've had to do some additional training or something in the off season from the AIA. How has that stuff been?
Right. Yeah. We've been doing a lot of training virtually, like everyone else has with Zoom, which I think has been good for us. It's been different rather than meeting in person. Now we're doing a lot of stuff electronically and being able to do stuff that way. But it's important just to stay in the rule book for us, just like coaches and players, is to stay in their playbook. We want to do what we can to keep getting better, keep staying sharp, and providing a good product on the field.
Zach, thank you for your time and good luck this season.
Thank you so much.
Zach Erdman began officiating with the AIA back in 2014, and his experience has carried him this far.
James, that was really interesting. You know, officials really do care about the kids, about the coaches, about the families, and Zach Erdman is no different.
Well, they are, Vince. Indeed, they care about the coaches, the players as well, and a lot of these officials going through the same things we are. So great to catch up with Zach Erdman the other day.
When we come back, we'll visit with Scottsdale Desert Mountain Wolves head football coach Conrad Hamilton.
Stay tuned on the JV Sports Show. We'll be right back. Here to tell you about TBA, Training Better Athletes. Founded by renowned offensive line coach Ron Sowers, their philosophy is based upon training and building well-rounded athletes and young men. They are the go-to training program for talented offensive and defensive linemen seeking to excel in middle and high school programs and preparing to excel at the next level. Coach Sowers continues to prepare student athletes for their collegiate careers at schools such as Notre Dame, Arizona State, and Oregon State, just to name a few. Contact TBA today at 602-435-9064 or visit their website at trainingbetterathletes.com. You can't cheat the grind.
At Angel Dentistry, our focus is to provide the highest quality and comprehensive family and cosmetic dentistry care. From checkups and cleanings to advanced issues like gum disease and implants, Angel Dentistry will provide an array of dental services to meet all of your family's needs. With extensive experience in using the latest dental techniques and state-of-the-art technology, visit us online at angeldentistry.net for more information or call to schedule your appointment today.
Welcome back to the JV Sports Show. Last week, Vince got a chance to catch up with the Desert Mountain Wolves.
I did, and Coach Conrad Hamilton had a great time over there visiting with him. Also talked to his team captains. This is going to be really interesting when you see this. We're not just talking 2 or 3 guys. We're a lot more than that, and it was very enlightening.
Let's head over to North Scottsdale now.
All right, here with Desert Mountain head football coach Conrad Hamilton. Coach Hamilton, so you've been around a long time. You've coached at many different schools. When someone says the name or when someone hears the name Conrad Hamilton, that defense comes to mind. Yeah. You're a veteran of the defensive side of the ball. You played defense in college, in the NFL. You've coached it. I saw you yelling at the guys on offense today.
Well, I think that's the thing. I think that's my progression now, whatever, is to start to become more of a true head coach. I want to be involved a lot with what we're doing on both sides of the ball, defensively and offensively. I got to be able to use my knowledge with the defensive side to help us execute a little bit better on offense. So, I love it. I'm having fun with it. Hopefully it'll show and pay dividends on Friday night.
I think it will. Now I got to ask you this. So you came in,
you obviously have been around the Valley for a long time. You came in the spring of last year, and you were hired a little bit late. You came in first year, kind of a rough first season. You had some young guys. Then all this happened, and you're coming back. You got a pretty wily group of veterans here. Talk a little bit about these kids that you have this year and what makes this team different.
Yeah, last year when we were coming in, we were in a rebuilding mode. The previous year, I think there were 21 of the 22 starters were seniors. A lot of the guys that were coming back had never really had any playing time. So we knew we were in a rebuilding mode. As you can see here tonight, whatever our freshman team right now, whatever, that only won 2 games is now up, I think, 48-0 with like 5 minutes left in the first half. So I think we have a good group of class of kids that are coming into Desert Mountain, and I like the guys that we had returning this year. We have a bunch of guys that played, for us last year as juniors that started, several of our captains, and so we feel like, we have some turns. Now our numbers are down because of COVID, but I think the guys that are back have been working hard and they're ready to play in 2020.
How have the parents been throughout all this? And I go around some schools and parents don't want their kids back at school. They don't want them participating in any activities. What's it been like out here? Obviously, you've got pretty good numbers, so.
Yeah, it's been a little bit of both. We've had kids step away because of, parents at home, they're more susceptible to the virus and they don't want their kids maybe bringing it back home with football and with school. So I think it goes both ways. But most of the parents here have been very, very supportive of their kids, especially the senior parents. They want their boys to play, their last year of football in high school. So I think, we've been pushing it. We rebuilt our team meeting room space. We've done a lot of upgrades to the facilities. Hopefully next year we'll get upgrades to our field with the turf. So I think right now, everybody's been real supportive of what's going on, COVID or not COVID.
Okay, so let's talk about that game on October 15th. You guys are heading over to Barry Goldwater. I know you got a lot going on before then, but you're facing a single wing team. They like to run the ball. They get a scrum going. They average about 200 to 300 yards a game rushing. Are you going to crowd the box every play? You're going to play man? What are you going to do, Coach? Tell us. Nobody watches this show anyway, so you can tell us everything.
We'll get a good side because Peoria runs the wing tee as well, so I thought we were out of the whole wing tee phase. Wing tee now in high school is kind of like what the triple option of what Navy and Army and Air Force run in college now. But, we have 2 of those in the first couple of weeks. So our first game will be a great test. 9-3 team, returning some guys, good speed, big bodies, playoff quarterfinal team. So that'll prepare us hopefully for facing another wing tee team on, I think, the 3rd week of the season against Barry Goldwater. So, big challenge this Friday coming here in our place, though.
All right, last question, Coach. What's more difficult, being a defensive back for the Atlanta Falcons or the head coach of Desert Mountain Wolves?
Well, I'd say right now with everything that I'm doing, offense, defense, strength and conditioning, keeping up with their grades, having to monitor all the protocols with COVID, emails, Booster Club, I think, the challenges that I have to do amongst an 80-hour work week plus doing my regular job as an educator at the school and my family. I have 5 children at home, whatever, and a beautiful wife. So I'm stocked full. So I think right now, my plate's probably a little bit tougher than it was. All I had to do wake up and play football every day when I was younger. So, I think it's tougher now what I'm doing than what I did before.
All right, Coach. Thanks a lot. Congratulations. Looking forward to talking to more of these guys here tonight. Good luck, and we'll see you in a couple weeks.
Absolutely.
All right. All right, James. I'm back here at Desert Mountain, the Wolves. Now, something that's very uncharacteristic in football at any level is to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 team captains. 7. Who's kind of like the spokesman here? Is there any guy that's a spokesman? All right. All right. What's your name?
Eli Mikowski.
Eli, what do you play?
I play inside linebacker.
Really? Okay, inside linebacker. Usually it's the quarterback. Who is the quarterback here? Oh, you're the quarterback. Okay. All right. No, stay here, Eli. I want to talk to you because your team nominated you as the spokesman here. So why so many captains? What is up?
You know what? I think we all bring a certain bit of different characteristics to this team. I think we all show great leadership and compassion, dedication for sure. And I think we all just have something to show, some kind of trait, and we show it on the field. So.
Okay, and you're a senior.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and now I'm going to go one by one here. So tell me your name, your year, and your position, starting with you.
My name is Rogan Freeberg. I play wideout, corner, and returner, and I'm a senior this year.
Okay, and jersey number 2.
Number 4.
All right.
My name's Caleb Taylor. I play linebacker and tight end, number 1. I'm going to be a senior.
Wow, number 1. All right. Yes, sir.
I'm Macade Garris. I'm a junior, and I play offensive tackle and defensive tackle.
Okay, and Eli, we got you.
I'm Aiden Cerullo, number 12, play quarterback, going to be a senior this year.
Okay.
I'm Anthony Diozzi. I play center, and I'm number 70.
All right.
I'm Jack Shriver. I'm a senior, number 13. I play wide receiver.
Okay, now another question. How is all this with the shutdown and now being back? How does it feel to be back and be playing together as a team again?
You know what? It feels really good, and I feel like we've had a couple delays in the past, but coming back together, I mean, we're ready than ever, more ready than ever. You know, like we're ready to go out tomorrow or on Friday and just knock it. So we're ready.
All right. Well, we are so excited that you guys are going to be one of the teams of the week. We're going to be featuring on Thursday night, October 15th, at Barry Goldwater. So we look forward to it, guys. We wish you all the luck in the world. Those guys like to run the ball over there, so you guys be ready. And looking forward to it. You guys have any kind of cheer or anything you guys like to throw out there?
Hey, Wolves on 3. 1, 2, 3. Wolves!
All right, guys. Thank you very much.
Really excited for that game, Vince. It's going to be a great one this Thursday night on the JV Sports Show Thursday Night Football Game of the Week. It'll be Barry Goldwater and Desert Mountain. Coming up after the break, we'll check in with Dale Hellestray, the color analyst for the YurView Friday Night Football Game of the Week. They got a good one coming up this week, Vince. Desert Ridge at Higley.
It is. Big time East Valley battle, and I am so interested to get Dale's take on those two teams and what he thinks is going to happen Friday night.
Stay tuned here on the JV Sports Show. We'll be right back with more Arizona High School football.
Go JV. Anna and Keith started Stessa Movement Company 2 years ago with their customers' clothing styles in mind. They designed for you. Their goal is to clothe the world. It's high-end clothing at affordable prices. Check out and follow this cool streetwear clothing company on Twitter at Stessa Movement and Instagram at Stessa Co. I wear Stessa gear in our broadcasts. It looks and feels great. Sponsoring the Stessa JV Sports Show Player of the Week Award and proud partners of the JV Sports Show. Stessa Movement Company. Stessa spelled S-T-E-S-A for style.
At Angel Dentistry, our focus is to provide the highest quality and comprehensive family and cosmetic dentistry care. From checkups and cleanings to advanced issues like gum disease and implants, Angel Dentistry will provide an array of dental services to meet all of your family's needs. With extensive experience in using the latest dental techniques and state-of-the-art technology, visit us online at angeldentistry.net for more information or call to schedule your appointment today.
Welcome back to the JV Sports Show. James, as you know, we caught up with Dale Hellestray. He's the color analyst. He's also a 3-time Super Bowl champion.
Not to mention, Vince.
Not to mention. And he works the Friday night YurView Game of the Week. And they got a dandy this week.
It's going to be a good one. Desert Ridge at Higley. Here's our time with Dale Hellestray.
Welcome back to the JV Sports Show, and as promised, we are here with a football legend, Mr. Dale Hellestray, Valley native and Super Bowl champion. Dale, how you doing, sir?
Well, I'm doing pretty good. The weather's changing. Us fat guys really enjoy when it gets below 100 degrees.
Don't have to sweat so much right out there.
Yeah, that is very, very true. I guess the one positive of COVID is we didn't have to deal with 120 degree late August.
Very true, very true. One positive we could take out of it for sure. Now, Dale is the color analyst for the Friday Night Football Game of the Week on YurView, and you guys got a good one coming up this week, Dale. It's going to be Desert Ridge at Higley. Now, we all know Coach Jeremy Hathcock for the Desert Ridge Jaguars is all about ground and pound football. They'll say, hey, we're going to run it up the A-gap until you stop it. What else do you know about this matchup? It's going to be a great one.
Well, it is, and again, when you talk about close rivals. A lot of these kids know each other. A lot of these kids grew up playing either with or against each other in the younger divisions. And in my mind, that always makes it interesting. I still remember back to when I played, guys that I played with in Pop Warner, I played against in high school. And there's nobody that you want to beat more than your friends or guys that you know, that's for sure.
Dale, I have a question for you. I was about to call you coach, which you are. You're an offensive line coach out at Scottsdale Christian, and in addition to all of your analyst duties and the radio show in the morning that you're on, and so you're a pretty busy guy. But how has the game changed since you were a high schooler at Scottsdale Saguaro years back?
Well, I really don't know if you want to know that answer. All I know is that
Besides the leather helmets and the face masks, right?
Actually, I was after leather helmets, but I was part of the 6 to 8 in the morning, 6 to 8 at night, and you got a 5-minute water break, and if you needed any more than that, then you were soft.
Right.
And, if you're cramping, take some salt pellets.
That's right.
And so you just wonder how more kids didn't die back then. It was a fun time to be a SWOR Saber Cat, but, everything evolves. I mean, I see these kids today, offensive linemen are 6'5", 290 pounds. I mean, if you were 250 pounds back in the late 70s, early 80s, they couldn't get in a football stance. Nowadays, they're 290 pounds. They can run 5 flat, and they're athletic and all those things. So, weights and training and the quarterbacks are getting tutored earlier. And it's fun to watch Arizona become like a recruiting target. And I know it doesn't bode well for ASU and U of A, but the Oklahomas, Ohio States, Texas A&Ms, they used to fly over Arizona to go to California. Now they land in Phoenix and they recruit, which is kind of cool.
Dale, how does the Eddie Zuby coach Higley Knights plan on stopping that ground attack from Coach Jeremy Hathcock and the Desert Ridge Jaguars on Friday night?
Well, you're going to have to be, first of all, you're going to have to be physically tough. I mean, the one thing about any Coach Hathcock coach team is they're going to be physical. I've seen over the years they lose some guys to injuries. They have to go with backup quarterbacks, and guess what? They're always going to come out and hit you in the mouth. So you better be ready to take them on physically. Maybe have some schemes to move your defensive line around and try and confuse their offensive line so they just can't come out and punch you in the mouth.
Dale Hellestrae, color analyst for the Friday night YurView high school football game of the week. Also a high school football coach, Super Bowl champion for America's team. Dale, thank you so much once again for joining us, and we look forward to circling back with you. You're on the rotation here, sir. About every 3 weeks we'll be talking to you.
Sounds good. Look forward to it, and maybe we can convert your knuckleheaded partner there to be a fan of America's team.
Yes.
Always good talking with you, Dale. Thank you for your time. We'll see you soon.
You got it. Take care.
Take care.
Great interview with Dale Hellestrae. And don't forget, Friday night, you've got Desert Ridge at Higley. It's the Friday night YurView game of the week. The play-by-play is Chris Harris, and joining Dale as well on the sideline will be Haley Stasiak.
Yeah, it's going to be a great matchup. Stay tuned on the JV Sports Show. When we come back, we'll wrap this episode up and look forward to next week's action. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Go JV.
Set in the backdrop of the majestic Black Mountain and iconic carefree sundial is historic Spanish Village, one of the most picturesque and historic landmarks in Arizona, featuring beautiful artistry, amazing restaurants, and the friendliest people. Home of the world-famous Keeler Steakhouse, Pizza Cotta, the Black Mountain Coffee Shop, as well as studios featuring local and world-renowned artistry. Just 1 mile north of the boulders on Scottsdale Road to Tom Darlington, in the heart of downtown carefree, historic Spanish Village.
At Angel Dentistry, our focus is to provide the highest quality and comprehensive family and cosmetic dentistry care. From checkups and cleanings to advanced issues like gum disease and implants, Angel Dentistry will provide an array of dental services to meet all of your family's needs. With extensive experience in using the latest dental techniques and state-of-the-art technology, visit us online at angeldentistry.net for more information or call to schedule your appointment today.
Make sure and follow us on Twitter at JV Sports Show. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button on YouTube to be notified anytime we go live or bring you a special broadcast. What do we got coming up for them next week, Vince?
Next week, we're going to be out at Combs High School in the Far East Valley there in Queen Creek to see Combs Coyotes host the Arcadia Titans. It's going to be the Miller Bowl. It's Combs head football coach Travis Miller hosting Arcadia head football coach Vance Miller in the Miller Bowl.
And Travis Miller has never beaten Vance Miller before, so this could very well be the year, Vince.
It could be.
Thanks again to our show partners. We appreciate all your support, and thanks again for you guys tuning in. Stay tuned, and we'll be back next week. Don't forget our radio show on Saturday mornings, 1060 a.m. Phoenix, from 9 to 10 a.m. Until next week, stay safe, wash those hands, wear a mask, and we'll talk to you very soon.
Go JV.
tell you about TBA, Training Better Athletes. Founded by renowned offensive line coach Ron Sowers, their philosophy is based upon training and building well-rounded athletes and young men. They are the go-to training program for talented offensive and defensive linemen seeking to excel in middle and high school programs and preparing to excel at the next level. Coach Sowers continues to prepare student athletes for their collegiate careers at schools such as Notre Dame, Arizona State, and Oregon State, just to name a few. Contact TBA today at 602-435-9064 or visit their website at trainingbetterathlete.com.